I don't know, Eddie. You might want to put some jokes in it or something.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah.
Are you responsible for that? Did you write that?
I'm all like you.
You have to cut it.
What else you got?
Got a headache.
Oh,
So we have to cut it. It sucks.
Oh, yeah, 'cause I did it. You know, or some star did it. Then that'd be all right, right? Huh? What are you going to do instead?
How about a cartoon? Yeah, maybe we can do a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Oh, you're going to change things on me now? I mean, we're gonna tape like in a couple hours, right?
Make that an hour and a half. Yeah, we can do a Bugs Bunny cartoon. Can we do a Bugs Bunny cartoon for free?
Hey, a couple of hours. Hey, that's good for a couple of six-packs. I love Bugs Bunny.
It's going to be in an hour and a half.
Okay, 1 6-pack.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, yeah, what are we supposed to be doing here? We got do I have a... Supposed to... What happened? Who's on first? Don't say it. I mean, you know, we're supposed to have... we got a guest or something? Or what happens next?
The schedule here.
What happens next? Oh, man in the street interview.
Eddie, this is Bud Gundlach, and I'm here in eastern Texas. Eddie, let me tell you, this isn't my idea of a working vacation when you sent me down here in this godforsaken country. I thought I'd be in Paris, France or something. Anyway, I'm going down the highway and pulled off the road to get some gas. What's going on?
Well, I'll tell you what, Mr. Gondola, I got you all filled up with gas and stuff, but your carburetor, Bubba says something wrong with your carburetor.
It can't be. It's a brand new carburetor. I just put it in before we left on this trip. It's brand new.
Well, if Bubba said there's something wrong with it, there's something wrong with it. And you know why that is? That's because Bubba's cousin is the county sheriff of this here county, and you ain't getting out of the county without a fixed-up carburetor.
I think I'm beginning to get this story here. Okay, how long is this going to take anyway?
Oh, I don't know. Let me see now. I see. It's time for American Sportsman to come on the TV over there. Me and Bubba got to go watch the American Sportsman because our friends Emmett and Emmett, they're going to be on the American Sportsman right here real soon, right now.
Well, okay. Eddie, I'm going to do the best I can to get the Lem Bones interview.
Why don't you all come and watch it with us?
Okay, well, maybe, yeah.
That's right, y'all. And it's that time of day again. And in case you don't remember, this is the American Sportsman Show. And I'm y'all's host. I'm Emmett Bovine. And that there's my bud, Emmett Clementine. Ain't that right, Emmett?
God damn, I love this country.
Amen. You know, today y'all in for a real treat. Because we're going to show you how to catch one of them smallmouth, speck-backed, rainbow-striped, mud-sucking, ball-bellied, cacha-halalapi, mud-humping trouser trouts, Arkansas style.
God damn, I love this country.
Amen. Can I get an amen, brother? Now, here, Evan here is using a full 5-pound fuzzy test, rib lick lunk leader on a full spool, jigger dip, 15-pound test. Right line, rat spit reel with nothing but a butter rub, blue-bellied, fat bottom on a hairy chick-tit's tail attached to it. Now, I don't cotton into them fancy rigs like my boy Emmett here, but I gotta tell y'all something. There ain't nothing better in this world like using a fuzzy tick-tit's tail attached to them, one of them there to catch yourself one of them Arkansas trouser chouts.
God damn, I love this country.
Help me, Jesus, help me.
Help me, help me.
Now, y'all gonna have to wait a spell, because me and Emmett here gotta set everything up. So why don't you sit right down there and grab yourself a couple of beers, and we'll be right back quicker than you can say, what in the wild, wild world of sports is that a hump the Reverend Wife's mule?
God damn, I love this country.
All right, so we got to do this rehearsal here. I mean, do I got any notes? Who's we got a guest, and somebody I'm supposed to interview?
Somebody scheduled?
Yeah.
I am glad you brought that up. Yes, we have someone scheduled. No, he is not here.
Where is he?
Why'd you ask me where he's not? Which is here. He's not.
I know he's not here.
Then what are you asking me for? You know, Eddie, you ought to relax more. Enjoy yourself. Now, when I want to relax, I go out, I rent a couple of Cagney movies. You know the gangster ones. Or maybe you should go to the Message Center. Yeah, hey, I know where there's one on Howard Street.
Isn't there somebody here, somebody I can rehearse with? We're going to do this show like in an hour and a half, in a couple hours.
An hour and a half. Hey, I'll call the Krebs who's supposed to be here.
Yeah, call up the guy.
I know the place.
Tell him it's late.
I know the place where he hangs out. He's here. Yeah. It's Fred. Okay, yeah. Half an hour.
Yeah, Fred. Hey, Fred, don't worry about it. I'll be there. I told you I'll be there.
There's a cartoon, Bugs Bunny. Right. Okay, yeah.
Say what? Bring an 8-pack? Oh, I got you covered, Fred. Don't worry about it. Okay, I'll see you in about an hour, okay?
Right. Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay, all right, see you then.
Jeez. The guy shows up in time, man.
Well, darling, I hate it. But in about an hour, I got to go do this TV show. And I'm all tied up. What are you doing later?
Too bad you're busy now.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not that busy. Come on.
Well, Eddie, this is Bud Gundlach, and I'm still here in Texas, and this gentleman was kind enough to take me out to the Lambones farm. Tell me, sir, what was that story you were just telling me?
Yeah, well, that was this fella comes into my gas station, fills his tank up with gas, and he starts to drive off, and I stop him and I said, hey, aren't you going to pay for that gas? And he pulls out his big old pistol, and he says, no, and you know what's more, I think I'll just take your cash register. I says to him, well, you better know how to use that there gun. He says, I do, I'm from Texas. And I says, really, is that fact? Well, see, my man Bubba over there in the doorway with the shotgun, he's from Texas, too. And so am I. But we's from East Texas. And you don't mess with nobody from East Texas. And Bubba just clean blowed his head off. By the way, where you from?
My mother's from Texas.
Well, God bless the Lone Star State.
Well, Eddie, we're going to get that Lambones interview right away.
So what are you doing after the show tonight?
I'm going to the Bugs Bunny Film Festival with my boyfriend, Crusher.
Hey, Fred, how are we going to rehearse without this actor? I mean, we're going to be taping pretty soon. Who's this?
This is Professor from community college.
Okay, Professor. Let's see. I'm going to try and interview you here. What do you want me to add? What do you want to talk about?
Facts. I have a list.
Well, wait a minute. You know.
Mr. Norris Blaine from Appleton, Vermont. While working in New England Soup Factory in 1931, accidentally dropped his wristwatch in a can of barley beef soup, and in doing so, lost it. 50 years later, or so, while working in a retirement home in Tampa, Florida, opened a can of barley beef soup, and much to his surprise, nearly cut his left index finger off. The meaning of metamorphosis seems to be slowly changing over the years.
Hey, wait a minute, Professor. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, what about, hey, Fred, why don't you give that actor a call again so we can, rehearse with another guest, give him a call again when you know.
Which one?
The guy you called. Maybe you better call him again.
The blue singer.
No, the actor. You're supposed to call him again.
If Thomas Jefferson were alive today, he'd be famous for old age.
What a piece of work is man! How noble in reason, how infinite in faculties, in form and moving, how respect and admirable. The beauty of the world, the paragon of animals. I thought you liked my poetry.
Sure I do.
Yeah, well, do you have to make it quite so tight?
Well, you want to please me, don't you?
Well, you know I do, but this is just a little.
Is that tight enough? Can you get out of that?
Oh no, I can get out. Please me.
You sure?
Oh, you know.
Good.
Trust me. What are you? Hey, what are you doing? What are you? Wait a minute now. What are you? You're taking all my money. Hey, come on now. Come on.
See you later, Batman. Meow.
If you laid all the molecules in a yardstick end to end, they would measure approximately 3 feet. If you laid all the virgins in the Virgin Islands end to end, there'd be no virgins left in the Virgin Islands.
What about Fred, what about that blues singer? Don't we have a blues singer scheduled?
Yeah, but he got the blues real bad. He's in the hospital.
Oh, man.
A 12-year-old Mr. Thomas Paine, while attending the theater at the Roxy Theater in Baltimore, Maryland, went to the balcony and opened a can of
Hey, wait a minute, Professor.
barley beef soup, and in doing so, pointed over the edge and made retching sounds. Thank you.
Eddie, tell there's no smoking in the studio.
Hey, Fred, I'm going to go down to the place where the actor is that you called. I'm going to go get him. I'll drag him up here. You know, I'll be back in time for taping. I'll see you.
Faint signals of the Ed Sullivan Show have been received from Pluto. Did you know that, Fred?
Hi, Eddie. This is Bud Gundlach, and I am here in eastern Texas on the Lem Bones farm. We finally got in touch with Lem. Mr. Bones, as you know, has been written up in the National Enquirer as having been visited by extraterrestrials from outer space. Lem, tell us about these extraterrestrials.
Extra what?
Well, people in flying saucers that you saw.
Oh, hell yeah. About a year ago, I was staying here in my field, and this thing come out of the sky, come flying out of the sky like a big old, like an airplane, but there weren't no airplane, didn't have no wings, no propeller, and it was a humming, and it was lights, and it was a humming, and it come down and right here on my field. I says, Lem, I says, dang, if it ain't the baby Jesus done come back. The baby Jesus done landed in your field in Texas.
God bless the Lone Star State.
Amen.
Amen.
And this space thing, it was round, and it was like a saucer, flying saucer. That's what it were. It was like them. That's what they calls it, a flying saucer. Landed there, right there in my field. And I stood there, and a door kind of, it was all humming, and the door opened up, and these creatures got out. These little bitty guys come walking out, and they had like a Reynolds wrap. They was wearing like Reynolds wrap suits, and they were just little bitty fellas, funny looking little fellas. They didn't have no hair. They had this round head, great big old eyes, in a bit of mouth. And they was bald. They was bald all over. They looked like they was balded in a big old boulder in a fast-moving stream. And they walked over and they started doing it in my corn. They started peeing in my corn. Hell, I had a good crop that year. It turns out.
Good crop, yeah.
Yeah, good corn crop. They done peed in my corn. And then they started a talking to me, but not a talking, not with their mouths. There was a talking in my head. There was like a radio. There was like radio in my head. I could hear them. They was talking to me radio like. They told me that they had to stop because they'd been holding it for a light year, whatever there was, and they had stopped to pee in my corn. And then there was this radio in my head and a humming, and the mimic gets up, and I walk right into this spaceship, went right in there, and that was a sight. I can't describe that sight. It was like, hell, it was like that there Star Trek movie I done seen over in Pixleyville last year, but it was real, and there was just wires and dials and TV sets and things, and then they sat me in a chair, and they put things on my head. It was electrodes, they called it, and there was little electrodes and wires coming out my head in the TV sets, and there was a humming, and hell, those electrodes, they made me smart. Maybe I could read. I could read now. I could read before I could read now.
Had to go get him a library card.
Hell yes, I could read now.
Why do you suppose such highly intelligent creatures traveling the billions of miles through interstellar space would come to a rural area rather than visiting with the leaders in Washington, D.C. or Moscow?
Moscow?
And Russia.
Well, hell, in Russia.
So rather than coming here to talk with plain folks like you, huh?
Hell, they come down here to Texas because they knows Texas God's country. That why.
That's right. God bless the Lone Star State.
Hell, it's God country. That why.
Uh-huh.
Well, Eddie, this has been Bud Gundlach here in eastern Texas, and now back to you in the studio.
You ain't a Yankee, is you?
My mother was from Texas.
All right, somebody told me already.
Damn.
This really happened. You're not making this up, or?
Hell no. They come down and it was talking radio in my head, and I could go get him a book. I showed you I could read. Shows I could read. Get that one with the pictures in it, but find the parts where there ain't no pictures. Hell, I could read now.
This is hard to believe.
Hey, spare any change for food?
How do I know you won't buy booze with the money?
I got plenty of money for booze. Hey, a guy's got to think ahead.
Jimmy was already living up the house.
So, what'll it be?
Beer.
What kind?
Don't matter.
Well, now that's your opinion. I mean, to some people it does matter.
Bud.
Light or regular?
Regular.
You sure? I mean, I had you pegged for a light man.
Light.
Bottle or draft?
Draft.
Yeah, you see, huh? I told you I was right.
Look, I come in here, I'm looking for a guy.
Ho, wait a minute. Not in this bar, you're not. I think you need the Castro if you're looking for guys.
No, you don't understand.
I should hope not.
I'm getting a little tired of this, buddy, all right?
No, look, the guy I'm looking for, he's an actor. We're going to be on TV in an hour.
Oh, no, not on this TV, you're not. The game's on in an hour.
Hey, I'm looking for a guy here. No, I'm looking for this guy. He's about 5'10". He's got brown hair.
Sure you don't want to buy a watch?
No, I'm looking for this guy. He's an actor. We're going to be on TV in an hour.
Well, no, you're not. You heard the man. The game's on in an hour.
No, look, I'm looking for this guy. He's about 5'10". He's got brown hair.
Well, first you insult my merchandise, and then you ask me for my advice.
Oh, hi.
Hi. What's your name?
Eddie.
You busy later, Eddie?
Oh, I'm going to be on TV in about an hour. What are you doing later?
Too bad you're so busy, Eddie.
I ain't that busy. I got some time.
Well, Eddie, we just finished the Lem Bones interview, and while we're here in East Texas, I thought I'd take some time and take in a little bit, get some shots of some of the local color. Gee, we have a hunter right here. Yeah, maybe in a minute or two we'll do an interview with him. Wait, does this look like marijuana here? Looks like we're in a field of marijuana. This look like marijuana to you?
I wonder what's keeping Eddie.
Where's Eddie? We've only got 10 minutes.
Oh, he'll be right back. Jeez, I should have gotten a six-pack.
Mr. Adolf Hitler were.
See you later, Batman.